My name is Douglas Carnes, and I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade choral music at Democracy Prep Middle School right here in Harlem. So when I first got to Harlem Democracy Prep Middle School, it was a very tight and rigorous academic structure that they had here. The principal shared with me that he wanted to bring choral arts into the school, and I thought, how am I going to do this? I had the idea to start bringing Barbershop in, and the first thing I did was I brought my quartet in. I just wanted them to see what a Barbershop quartet was. I wanted to just blast a couple tags in their face and just to see kids get excited, and immediately you saw the whole school light up. So we had an assembly and we taught them what Barbershop was. Our principal, Mr. Rahman, let us do a half-an-hour speech on Barbershop, and we did that 3 times for the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th grade.
So Mr. Carnes was our music teacher. He came and did a quick music presentation. He was talking about a barbershop quartet. And me, I'm thinking, I get my hair cut. Is this Boys to Men, Cooley High Harmony? What are you talking about? When he brought his actual quartet to school, I saw the power in it, how you have 4 people in unison making a great song, great music for everyone. And it was fantastic. They performed for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and everybody was really enthusiastic about the program. So once I saw that, I was like, this is something we got to bring to our kids.
So at the end, without telling Mr. Rahman, what we did is I brought him up on stage, and mind you, I've never heard him sing before. I have no idea if he can sing. I have no idea if he's going to go flat, sharp, if he's going to hold the pitch, if he can breathe. And this guy comes up, and he posts this tag, and he's blasting it, and we're singing around him, and literally the kids went crazy. I mean, we had to have teachers calming kids down, bring it back, everyone sit down. I mean, they loved it. Immediately I had scholars come up and ask me if they can do it, if they can sing, and of course my response was yes. I started incorporating barbershop lessons into my curriculum. Anything that involved the Barbershop Harmony Society and just singing in general, I brought into my lessons. And so from the day I started doing that, the kids' lives changed, if you ask me.
Two things you love, and 2 things that make you better.
I do one lesson where we talk about how to act professional on a riser and how to be enthusiastic. So we have this thing called glows and grows. What that means is that I want everyone to take notes on the video and give me 2 glows, something that the chorus did great, and 2 grows, something that they could do better.
Imani, I want you to say the whole thing again. What's Barbershop?
They wear like stripes and with canes.
Stripes and canes. Do some of them have bad voices though?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. They need a bigger stage. Bigger stage. I will bring that up with them.
They need better clothes.
Better clothes. Wow. Homophony?
Homophony.
Homophonic?
Homophonic.
Anyone knows what it means?
They're all singing together.
Perfect harmony.
They're all singing at the same time. That's called homophonic.
They're in perfect unison.
They were in perfect unison. That's really important for what we're about to talk about. All right, so we had some of them sang really well. We had great choreography, a lot of energy. The word you used was pride. I like that.
Like when they move around, they move organized.
They move very organized. Good, so they're organized. So now let's talk about some grows. What could this chorus do better? Marcus.
I said they can have a solo.
You think there should be a solo section? Okay.
They should make their words clearer when they're singing, so the audience could understand. Cause all I heard was blah da da baloo blah blah.
It's like scatting. What's the word that starts with a P?
Pianissimo.
No, not that one. In order so I can understand you, what do you have to do?
You have to project your voice.
Not only project, but pronounce. Yep, pronounce. There you go. Prince.
They could have put their dancing moves up to date, and they possibly could work on more movement.
Old dancing moves? Yeah, old dancing moves. I love the support. I especially love the silent support.
The glows are always fun because they love to watch it. They love the singing, they love the attitudes. So we decided to watch a video, and we're watching this great big video, and they're doing all these things great, and I said, all right, scholars, give me 2 grows. And one of the scholars says, Mr. Carnes, I have a question. And I said, yes. And she says, why are there no black people? And I didn't really have an answer. So I'm bringing 4 of our scholars to New Orleans for the Youth Chorus Festival, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without the Harmony Foundation. My first scholar is academically incredible. He has, I think, a 3.9. He has no deductions every day. He never gets sent out of class. That's Nick Panera. So then we have Sean Ogbonna. When Sean came to Democracy Prep, he struggled academically with his reading levels, his study habits, his math levels, and he was just really struggling to fit in. What happened is I brought him to East Coast Sound, and all of a sudden he had 30 best friends surrounding him. And what's happened is his study habits are going up. He's spending extra time in homework club that he isn't required to spend. And he's finishing all his homework. He's not going to detention. And his reading levels are going up. He learned all 3 songs in a 2-hour time period at East Coast Sound. Something that I never thought was gonna happen, and it was just incredible to watch. Richard Diaz Tucker is one of the quietest gentlemen you'll ever meet until you get him into a barbershop crowd for some reason. Richard Diaz has a great GPA, great in schoolwork, but he is just opening up and becoming an enthusiastic person and really finding himself through the Barbershop Society. And then last but not least, we have Denzel Rodriguez. He is the tenor, go figure, but he full voices everything because he doesn't have a falsetto, which is incredible. Again, Denzel was probably the one that struggled the most with the culture here. Getting sent out of class, getting deductions during class. And I looked at him one day and I said, I'm gonna take you to New Orleans. If I do that, you have to promise me that we're gonna be able to correct this behavior. Since I told him that, he hasn't had one send out in about a month. He hasn't had deductions, and he's just, his entire attitude has kind of flipped and turned upside down, and he's super excited to come with us. The whole concept of our school is to dream big. And we've kind of developed 5 really important things to follow in order to do this, and in order to stay an important citizen and to go out in the world and change it. It just happens to be the word dream, which is discipline, respect, enthusiasm, accountability, and maturity. The school breeds this into our children. They're here from 7:30 in the morning, they're here until 5:30 at night. Our math scores beat out all of New York City's math scores. Our English scores are higher than they've ever been before. 100% of the last 2 graduating classes went to college. Not only does that not happen in Harlem, but it hardly happens anywhere. I went to the Youth Chorus Festival 2 years ago, and it changed my life overnight. I get the opportunity to take these 4 kids and watch the same exact thing happen to them. Day in and day out, we try to change their lives here. We try to make them work hard and go to college and change the world here at Democracy Prep. And sometimes it just is so hard. Sometimes you just can't get through to them. Every once in a while with a scholar, all it takes is a simple song. It's 4-part harmony. Is being around kids their age that they've never met before. Is incorporating dance and emotion into songs that these guys sing in front of hundreds of people at a Youth Chorus Festival. Their lives are going to be changed by this Youth Chorus Festival, and I am so excited to watch it happen.
Singing makes me feel elated because I'm singing with my friends and stuff. I didn't really know I was going to be their friends. I was like a little nervous coming into this group.
Singing helps me have a goal.
Like when I sing, I let it all out, and like I don't sing in front of people usually. I just sing to myself, and I just can let all the stress out from that day out.
Even though I don't like to read, whenever I go to the risers, singing makes me feel better.